Hello friends, family, and internet strangers. Stephanie here with another cooking video. Today I'm going to be making a vegetable soup. This is a vegan recipe. It is low carb. It is probably the healthiest thing you will ever see me eat on this channel. This is a Daniel Fast approved recipe. It is a weight loss recipe, although that's not necessarily why I am making it. I am on that Daniel Fast for a little bit, and if you do not know what I'm talking about, I will post a link to my most recent video about the Daniel Fast below in the description. But this is a veggie-packed, flavor-packed soup, and it is really easy to make. It's a lot of just chopping up vegetables and throwing them in a pan and letting the flavors come together. But I'm going to take you along as I make this. I'm going to use my Instant Pot. You can do this on the stovetop, it just requires more attention, but that Instant Pot is probably the best thing I've ever bought. I did not have a recipe to go off of for this soup. I customized it, and you can do the same as well. But with any soup, you generally start with a base of something along the lines of onion, celery, and carrots, and that's what I did here. I had baby carrots on hand, and it took so long to cut them up that you can barely tell I have sped up this video. But I used a handful of them. It was about 1.5 cups once they were chopped up. I also used half an onion and about 3 stalks of celery. Once I get these all diced up, I'm going to add them into a pot. I'm going to use my Instant Pot. You could also do this on the stove top with about 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And I'm going to saute them until they are just starting to get translucent. I just love the sound of that. But now it's time to season while this sautés. I am adding some salt and pepper. I did not measure this, but I will put approximately how much I used down in the description below. I used 2 teaspoons of minced garlic, which would also be about 2 cloves of garlic, and I used 1 tablespoon of ginger paste. I stirred this all up and let it cook down a little bit for about 5 minutes. And during that time, I chopped up my cabbage. I thought I would need the entire head of cabbage. Turns out that is a lot of cabbage. So I only used half and saved the other half for another recipe. I add this into my Instant Pot, and then I'm going to stir it around a little bit and let it cook down for just a minute or two on that saute function. Mix it in with the other veggies and let it cook down a little bit and start to soften up a bit. At this point I realized I forgot a couple of the spices I was going to use, so I also used turmeric and cayenne that I added in this stage. Then I added some spinach, about a handful, 1 can of diced tomatoes. I had fire roasted. I would not recommend those. I'd recommend regular diced tomatoes. And then about 2 cups of vegetable stock, which does not look like much when you add it, but it turns out well. If you're doing a Daniel Fast like I was, be careful with your stock. A lot of them have added sugar in them, so you have to look at those ingredients. This brand is one of the only ones that didn't. And then it's time to cook. If you're doing this on the stovetop, I'd add just a little bit more liquid and put a cover on it at this point and let it simmer for at least half an hour. But I'm using the Instant Pot. I put my lid on, 15 minutes on high pressure, and then a natural release from there. So I meant to take a bite of this so I could let y'all know if it actually tasted good, and I ended up eating half the bowl already. So I'm gonna go with yes, y'all should make this, and if you do, and if you make any modifications, or if you really enjoy it or you don't, let me know in the comments below. I recommend this whether you are doing some sort of weight loss program, whether you are vegan, whether you are doing a Daniel Fast, any of the above. Just make it anyways, even if you're not. So this is really good. I'm going to go back to finishing this bowl, but if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks to those who already have. Have a great day.